Welcome back, everybody, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel below. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NBA player props for Tuesday, January 3rd slate of games. Small slate today, only 3 games. Last night we went 3-3 as a group. We all went 1-1 across the board. Trey, you want to start us with last night?
Yeah, I went 1-1 yesterday, hit on my Golden Goose James Harden over 30.5 points and assists, finished with 35. It was a little bit of a sweat, but he pulled it off for us again, so shout out James Harden. And then there's the one that we need to talk about, the miss on CP3 over 24.5 points and assists. That was an ugly line. I'm sorry for giving that out, guys. He only finished with 13, and he had no shot at hitting it. He did not show up to play at all yesterday. He needs to find the nearest retirement home and just stay there. I don't care. I'm sorry about that play, guys.
Yeah, I went 1-1 as well. I had CJ over PRAs. He never disappoints for me. And then I went back to LaMelo Ball after he misses points by 1. He gets me again by missing it by 1.5 PRAs. It was just a poor shooting night for him. 3 of 10 from threes aren't going to cut it. I believe his threes were at over 3.5 as well. So a lot of people missed by the hook with Ball last night. But we're going to reload and fire away again tonight. Teats, how about you?
You know, I went 1-1 as well, as you guys can see. Embiid is just one of the most consistent people I can talk about on here. In my opinion, he's a cover machine. On the flip, though, you know, Zion Williamson, the dude was half a point away, and then he ends up pulling his hamstring and was done for the game early in the fourth. I remember checking in. At 28 minutes played, 26 points. The number was 26.5. I was excited. And then I checked back later, and it was like Zion Williamson, 28 minutes played, 26 points, end of the game. Like, what is going on here? So, you know, you can't do anything about injuries. It just kind of happens with the flow. So we just got to get back in and keep it going.
We did have a 3-3 night. Tie goes to the viewer, in our opinion. So we're going to count this as a losing night. So we're going to add $10 to the pot. So we're at $20 now for our $50 giveaway when we get there. 5 losing nights. We went 3-3 last night, like I said, but we did all pick the correct lock. So the parlay did cash. So that's a positive. Trey, that graphic's up, correct?
Yep, it is up, and it looks
CJ
golden.
McCollum over 28.5 PRAs. James Harden over 31.5 PAs. And Joel Embiid is a monster. So that parlay did cash. So we're excited about that. But before we get into picks tonight, a couple things we need to talk about. Last video, we promised a giveaway. If you guys got up to 3K subs on the channel, we would have some prizes dished out. Like always, you guys did not disappoint hitting that sub button. We gained over 200 subs yesterday and are currently around 2,910. So we are pushing the giveaway deadline to tonight. 300 is a lot to ask for in one day, but you guys will get us to 3K subs by tonight, no problem. So we will have the membership giveaway to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. We will also be doing a $25 cash giveaway as well. Both of those will be given out live on our Sunday show on this channel. Be sure to have notifications on for our live on Sunday night. Last thing before props, we asked you guys what we should name our community here on this channel. We got multiple suggestions, and we have narrowed it down to 2 picks, Bear Pack and the Cubbies. So what we will do is make a poll and have you guys vote on what you want to be called in the future. So look out for that in the comments today. But let's get into NBA props for Tuesday. Small slate. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, we only got 3 games for this Tuesday slate, but you know what? They are going to be 3 pretty interesting games. The first one I'm going to give you guys is the points and rebounds, and I'm going to go with a kind of an under-the-radar player with Jalen Williams. Williams has been playing a lot of minutes recently, playing almost 30 minutes per game in his last 5 games, and in those 5 games, he's averaging over 20 points and rebounds with 20.2. And this is a home game for the Thunder. We know that they play a lot better at home, and so does Williams. He's averaging over 20 points and rebounds in his last 5 home games. And if you look at his opponent, he's playing the Celtics. The Celtics allow a lot of rebounds. They allow the 5th most defensive rebounds in the NBA. So Williams is going to have a ton of opportunities to get the rebounds for the points and rebounds, and he's been putting up a lot of shots as well. And in Williams' only matchup against the Celtics in November, he finished with 20 points and rebounds, and he did not play a ton of minutes like he's doing now in that game. So all the trends are going for the over. I'm not quite for sure why this line is so low, but they are not scaring me away from it. I'm going to go over on the 15.5 points and rebounds for Jalen Williams. And then my next prop and my last prop, I have not thrown out this guy at all this year. He is so hot and cold, but I think he's going to be hot in this game. That's Jordan Clarkson over 22.5 points. This is a home game for the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz are a machine at home. So this is pretty low number for Clarkson. Clarkson's been on a roll lately, hitting this number in 3 out of his last 5 games, with the 2 misses being against the Golden State Warriors and the Miami Heat at 22 points, so missing on the hook. And Clarkson's been playing great at home recently, averaging over 23 points per game in his last 5 home games. And if you look at his opponent, the Kings, in his last 3 games versus the Kings, he's almost averaging 30 points per game with 28.7. And we all know that the Jazz love to chuck up the 3 ball. They are 4th in the NBA in 3-pointer attempt and 5th in 3-point makes. So this 22.5 might be Jordan Clarkson might be filling it up pretty quickly if the 3 ball is falling for him tonight, because we know that he loves just chucking it up. And the Jazz are the 4th highest scoring team in the NBA. Pair that with the Kings allowing the 7th most points in the NBA. I like the Jazz's chances to kind of run up the score in this game, and Jordan Clarkson should be a big role in that. So give me Clarkson over 22.5 points and Jalen Williams over 15.5 points and rebounds. Let's go 2-0, guys.
I like it, Trey. I'm going to go ahead and go next. 2 props for tonight. My first prop will be Jordan Clarkson, just like Trey, but I'm going to go over 4 made free throws. So what I looked for here was how often does Clarkson shoot and how often does he get to the line on those shots, because 4 seems low for him. Clarkson, last 5 games, 15.2 shots per game and 7.6 free throw attempts per game. He's been shooting a lot and getting to the line a lot recently. He's had back-to-back games shooting 10 free throws, and he plays the Kings again tonight. 4 nights ago, he went 9 of 10 from the line against the Kings. I think he will get to the line against them again tonight as well. So I'm going to go Clarkson over 4 made free throws. My second prop will be Josh Giddey over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Giddey has been doing great in his last 5 games, 8.4 rebounds and 5 assists in his last 5 games. He's a stat sheet stuffer. He should fill up the stat sheet again tonight. So I'm hesitant on his points a little bit, but Giddey loves hustle stats, so hammer his rebounds and assists over for tonight. So my 2 props are going to be Jordan Clarkson over free throws made and Josh Giddey over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Teats?
I'm going to be bringing you guys 2 plays as well. We're just going to kind of keep rolling with the 2s until we get more player props out. So maybe tomorrow with a bigger schedule, and also until I can go 2-0. So I'm going to go over to points. It will be tonight. I'm going to go over to points, and I'm taking SGA over his 28.5 points. Over his last 5, he's averaged 28.2. As you can see, he's only hit this mark once, missed it twice on the hook, missed against Portland by a single basket, and got shut down in Philly. Over his last 2 against Boston, he's averaging 34 points per game, including a 37 outing most recently, and then a 31 from his first outing he's had against them. The Celtics defense is typically pretty good, but SGA, when he's on the floor, is their playmaker. Josh Giddey will be looking for him. Lou Dort will be looking for him. And he'll be dishing a little bit too. Like, his assists will be looking better. So if you would rather go his PRAs or PAs, I would understand. But SGA, he's averaging 30.5 points per game this season, even with a entire slate of 5 games of 4 out of the 5 scoring under 30. So the dude is still scoring at a high volume. We just kind of caught him on that under at that bottom curve of the bell curve of everything. So I would expect him to be able to get back on track, score about 29-30 against the Celtics, because he's going to have to take over if they want to win that game. And speaking of the Celtics, I'm going to take Jaylen Brown over 2.5 3-pointers made. Jaylen Brown has been shooting 3-pointers at a very high clip. As you can see, he's made it 4 of the last 5. 1 game he had an 0 for 9. But he's making anywhere between 3 to 6 a game. He's averaging right now 3.6 made compared to 10.6 attempted. So he's putting up 10 plus threes a game, and some games they drop, some games they don't. And something to note is OKC allows the 20th worst, the ranked 20th for 3-pointers made, and 25th for what is allowed per game. So they're allowing 35.8 3-point attempts, 13 made. And really the made portion is just the offensive player fully following through with everything and just making the shot. So that number can definitely be flexible. So I like Jaylen Brown over 2.5 3-pointers. I also like SGA over 28.5 points.
All right, another 6-play night for you guys. Let's do the parlay lock for tonight. We hit last night, so let's hit it again. Teats, I'll start with you.
I'm going with the Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes. He seems to have been catching himself on fire recently, especially from deep. So I like to think that he'll continue that into this game.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jordan Clarkson over 4 free throws made. Trey?
Yeah, I gave you guys the trends for the Jalen Williams play. They're all very good. Home game for the Thunder. Jalen Williams has been playing a lot of minutes. Give me his over 15.5 points and rebounds.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA player props for Tuesday, January 3rd. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel below. We will see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our locks of the week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.